Thank you, Bud. I'm Keith Jackson here in Los Angeles, and last Sunday night, the Los Angeles Lakers, at the Forum, their home court, set a new consecutive game victory record for the National Basketball Association of 21 straight wins. And in so doing, they defeated every team in the NBA, with the exception of Buffalo and Cincinnati. Bill Russell is with me. Bill joins our ABC NBA Game of the Week telecast this year as our analyst and expert commentator. A question. A year ago, Milwaukee won 20 straight. Some people said they may stand with that for a decade. But here the Lakers the next year have won 21 in a row. Your feeling?
Well, I think there are a couple of reasons. One is expansion. I think expansion made a difference in the benches. I think that in order to win a championship with a big contender, you have to have at least 8 players that you can depend on. It's very difficult to have that with expansion. But that's not the primary reason I think the Lakers have won 21. I think the primary reason they've played very sound defense. Defense will keep you in a game always. Almost every night you can be in a game. And they have enough firepower so that if they go into the last quarter, it's a close ball game, they got a good shot at winning it. So it's a combination of expansion, but more so it's they're playing good team ball and good defense.
You were part of a win streak at one time with the Celtics.
Yes, we won 17 straight in the, I think it's the late 50s or early 60s. And then the Knicks broke it a couple years ago, and Milwaukee broke it. And now the Lakers. And incidentally, up until this time, the teams that broken have all won championships.
I know a lot of people with the Los Angeles Lakers who hope that comes true again because they are still waiting for their first championship. But the win streak, the try for the record, number 21, came against the Atlanta Hawks.
This is not an international sports event. It's a demonstration of Command Dry and Natural hair control. This player does not use Dry and Natural. His hair is letting go. His opponent uses Command Dry and Natural with the exclusive superfine mist that penetrates today's longer styles to control deeply, handsomely, all through the game. And to stay dry all through the game, Dry and Natural antiperspirant, because it doesn't matter if you win or lose, it's how you play the game.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays the diehard from the swift completion of its appointed starts. The Sears Diehard, with extra power to start your car when most batteries won't. Sold only at Sears.
To succeed, you got to have the big man in the NBA. And Wilt Chamberlain, which you see behind us, has been a horse for Los Angeles so far this season, but he's playing a different style. He's playing defense. He's doing the rebounding. He's not worrying about scoring anymore.
Well, that's what we call the Russell style as taught by Sherman. No, I think that you have to have a special kind of thing going for you. You got to be sure of yourself, and you can't worry about things that are really insignificant, like your point average or how many rebounds you get. You've got to say that I'll do what it takes to win. And so some nights it may require that you score, and some nights you may not score at all. But you got to do whatever's necessary. And I think that's the attitude a big guy has to have in order to win.
But in the ball game against Atlanta, going for the 21st straight, the Lakers walked through the third quarter. Atlanta led 77-75 after 3. But it was in the fourth quarter the big guy started to assert himself.
Well, 2 things you brought up, Keith. You said they walked through the third quarter. That's a tendency of a team like the Lakers. For one, they're a running team, and the other, they're a rather old team. And when you come up for the third quarter, playing that type of a game, being that age, it's very difficult to get started. Because you warmed up and you cooled off and you got to warm up again. So you have to really press yourself to start running the third quarter. And then going to the fourth quarter, that's when the Lakers bench comes to the fore. Because that's when those guys, that 8th guy, can help you. And anytime, like I said earlier, anytime the Lakers get into the last quarter and they're in a game, they got a good chance of winning with the firepower they have.
Hi. Looks like we're in the same class.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Need help? I need a mouthwash.
You can't use a mouthwash here. Hey, try Clorets. It's effective as mouthwash against bad breath.
Really? That good, huh? Hey! How's it going? Makes me better! Thanks!
Clorets, gum or mints, effective as mouthwash against bad breath.
You need any help, Harry?
Go on out and get some air, fatso.
Inspector Harry Callahan, known as Dirty Harry.
Very unusual piece of police work.
The suspect's rights were violated.
And he will not be molested. And that's a direct order, Callahan.
You know, I just had another thought about why they call you Dirty Harry. The girl, where is she?
I have the right.
Clint Eastwood is Dirty Harry. Look out for him at a theater near you. Rated R.
Bill Russell, you played many years with this man, Bill Sharman, in Boston. What kind of a man is he?
Keith, he's a dedicated professional. The things he asked the Lakers to do, that's what he did when he was playing. He'd, on the day of the game, he'd do exercises. He'd go around find a gym to shoot. And he'd warm up in the dressing room, do sit-ups and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Well, now, this much concentration, including day of the game practice sessions in the morning, you liable to get a little tired of it before the season's over?
Well, Zelmo Beatty, who played for Sharman last year at Utah, said that he played 3 seasons last year. But they won, so it must work.
I'd like to present the game-winning ball to Coach Bill Sharman for 21 straight victories.
Basketball a long time, and I believe this is the greatest thrill that's never been done before. And I couldn't be happier and pleased and more proud of these players that's worked so hard. And on behalf of the players, we really appreciate your support, and we're going to do our best to bring the championship here this year.
While there was tumult in the forum, down in the locker room, it was quiet. The players calm. I asked Captain Wilt Chamberlain if the pressure of the winning streak was starting to catch up with the team.
I kind of think we are. I kind of think the pressure's catching up with us a little bit, and the first 16 to 17 wins, we sort of like blew everybody out, and the last 4 have been really very, very tough for us, so I think the pressure's catching up.
You're the captain. Tell me about the coach. What difference has he made to this ball club?
Well, it has to be his type of game, and he's doing just an excellent job because he came here with a ball club that was considered out of the picture for a contender in our own division, you know, and he put us together. He has us running, he has us shooting, and we're doing what he wants us to do, so the credit really has to go to him.
Well, Bill Sharman has given this team many, many things, but I think more importantly, he's given us one thing that we have not had in the last few years. He's given us great organization. Our team is prepared to play. I don't think there's any question about it. If you look around our dressing room on the blackboard, you see a lot of other teams' plays around. We even look at other teams' films of other teams playing, and we talk about the other team, the other guys that you're going to cover before the game, what they're going to try to run, what they might try to do in certain instances of the ball game. And as I say, this is something we haven't had in the last few years. And as I say, it's remarkable to have a man like that. I think many people have talked about our morning of the game practices, and so this is never going to work with some of your guys out there, but I think you're going to see a lot of that come about. He's going to make some changes in basketball because of him being so prepared. I think you're going to get away from seeing coaches that were once ex-players who are great players. I think it's difficult for them to teach unless they're really dedicated like Bill Sharman. I can't say enough good things about him, but I think also a couple of our ball players really need mentioning. Jimmy McMillan, a second-year player from Columbia, has played fantastically well, and Gail Goodrich, the guy who plays opposite me, is just having a sensational season, and he's going to get better too. So those two players are not just basketball players anymore, Keith. They're stars in their own right, and as I say, it's great to have some new faces around, and some faces are going to be around for a long time.
The coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, Bill Sharman, daily footnotes that during a ball game you do not have time to create. You only have time to remember.
I think so many games are won and lost by small details. I kind of advocate that about a third of your games on a normal year are decided in about the last minute, the last 30 seconds, or sometimes 1 or 2 points. So with preparation, which you have very little of in the NBA because of scheduling, but if you can save a basket here or a point or a rebound, I think that'll win a lot of ball games. So we try to prepare the best we can.
That's the story of another record in the wide world of sports. This is Keith Jackson along with Bill Russell in Los Angeles, California. We'll be going to Tampa, Florida in a little while to join Jim McKay for the Tournament of Thrills Auto Crash Championships.
Chevrolet Motor Division presents Rams Action. Tom Harmon. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rams Action, the coach's side of the picture tonight. And as I look at my good friend on my left, I don't know when I've ever felt, I shouldn't say sorry, but I really hurt for him out there because I know that one must have stung. Tom, have you gotten over it?
Well, I don't think you get over games like that, Tom. Maybe in a few years they dim a little, but... well, we get off to a good start here on the film. This is going to be a...
Until now, every car in America had the same kind of engine. Now there's a car with a different kind of engine, Mazda, with the rotary engine. It has no pistons, no valves, no cams, so there's less to go wrong. Road Test Magazine said, we can state categorically that of the over 500 cars we've tested, no car has been more trouble-free than the Mazda. Isn't it time you got something better?
All rotary and piston engine models are in stock. In Los Angeles, it's Westwood Mazda.
Then, my sweet, we'll stroll hand in hand into the sunset. But tonight, oh, tonight, my love.
I really like your shoes.
The touch of your hand electrifies me, fills me.
Is there any more very cold duck, Philip?
No, my dearest, it's finished.
I'll always remember tonight, the very cold duck, the firelight, and you, Linda.
I'm Sally.
Paul Masson's Very Cold Duck. It's the best-selling premium cold duck in America.
Here's the newest appliance of the year, Kitchen Magician. Vacuum grip locks this easily. Drop any size whole potatoes into its automatic conveyor and make hundreds of julienne fries in seconds. Stainless cutting discs change in a snap, letting you ripple cut, chop, grate, shred, or thin slice. Ripple cut a bunch of carrots, cucumbers, potatoes, or beets. Chop onions without shedding a single tear. Grate cheese or mounds of carrot salad. Imagine it chops 8 hard-boiled eggs at one time for egg salad. Slices cheese or prepared meat like an electric slicer. Best of all, it's the world's fastest home coleslaw maker. Do all these things yourself and save money. Get new Kitchen Magician stainless cutters and 6 great coleslaw recipes, all only $12.95. It's another great Popeil dollar stretcher. Love it or store refunds your money.
Get yours now at Sears or at Woolworths. Pick up 2 or 3 as gifts at Sears or Woolworths.
Well, it's come down to the big one, and is the town ever alive? Tommy Prothrow's NFC Western Division leading Rams, George Allen's Eastern Division contending Washington Redskins, and this one needs no build-up. 7 former Rams on the Redskin roster, not to mention the former coach George Allen. The Monday night clash has been a sellout for weeks, and if you don't have a ticket, listen to Dick Enberg's live play-by-play broadcast, 6 p.m. Monday night, KMPC Radio. And we'll be here twice next week with the video highlights, Wednesday night at 10:30, Saturday afternoon at 6. Till then, this is Tom Kelly. Thank you. We wish you a pleasant good evening.
Here's a life protection message from the Food and Drug Administration. 1 + 1 = 2. That's simple arithmetic. But when it comes to medicine, that's not always true. Certain drugs, taken in combination with other drugs, can produce unexpected and even frightening results. The first medication...
The stubborn Phoenix Sun team tonight by a score of 126-115, in the process snapping an 8-game Phoenix winning streak. The Lakers had a 10-point lead going into the final quarter. They led by 14 with 10 minutes to play. Then they turned ice cold. Lakers didn't score a field goal the last 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Phoenix caught up, and at the end of regulation play, it was tied at 1-1-1. Little Gail Goodrich then capped a 32-point performance by scoring 7 points in the overtime period. The Lakers got hot. They scored 9 points within a 55-second time period. And Jerry West made his usual contribution of 28 points. Captain Wilt Chamberlain again was magnificent out there tonight. He grabbed an incredible 28 rebounds to go with his scoring of 14 points. The Lakers are now 26-3. They're 23-0 with Jerry West, and they can set a new NBA consecutive winning streak of 21 when they play Atlanta at the Forum come Sunday night. Meanwhile, other scores. Kareem Jabbar sank a career high of 55. Milwaukee routed Boston by 16. Chicago beat Baltimore. Houston defeated Atlanta. Cincinnati over Philadelphia by 7. Cleveland by Detroit. And in overtime, Portland just got by Buffalo. Golden State was beaten by Seattle. In the National Hockey League, the Kings return to action tomorrow night. They take on the St. Louis Blues at the Forum.